Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there?
Okay. So this is the guy we were talking about, yeah. And
Yeah.
it does remind us of the rivers. I do think this is man because of the architecture. Now that I'm like, because I actually got it full screen now.
I mean, like I said before, I think this could be Dale only because that could be the Lonely Mountain.
Yeah,
And if that's the Lonely Mountain, then Dale is pretty cool. But if it's anything other than Dale, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Whatsoever. That's the only thing I could think of.
You pointing out the Lonely Mountain though definitely makes me feel like this is Dale. Which would be really awesome. I would like to see Dale.
Like this would be Dale in its prime
prior to Smog. You know.
but even then, right? So but we got to see Dale in The Hobbit watching Smaug demolish it, and it looked nothing. It was like a gated city.
Yeah.
Right? Like it wasn't in.
Well, if I remember right from the books, it was surrounded by rivers.
I think it was. Okay, so then this
I think it had rivers on
Dale.
two sides. Like it had two rivers.
Well, I guess we only would have seen part of Dale, like one little section. Is there a tower where there's that like crossbow thing? That's the question.
Oh,
you know where he shot? Shot with the crossbow.
Yeah,
at Smaug.
But you got to think though, this is also however many years prior to that. Because
yeah. That would have been Third Age, right, or Second Age? Smaug demolished.
It would have been 60 years prior to the events of the Ring.
Oh, it's the Third Age. Yeah, that's Third Age.
So Third Age. So I mean, like that. Obviously, this is maybe 1,000 or more years before.
Okay, so I could see this as Dale 1,000 years ago.
This city though looks very interesting. I like it. It does pique my interest. I do think this is Dale though. I agree.
There's wonders in this world.
All right,
Beyond
this.
our wandering.
Even with this, I'm gonna turn up my quality. Make sure it stays on 1080. Even with this, obviously they hunted something. I keep going back and I cannot tell if they are wearing shoes or not. I've looked
because I think they could be hobbits, because if those are those like the moose horns that the Elven King wore in the Hobbit, then I mean, like they're the same size as the antlers.
Yeah.
So I feel like they'd be pretty small unless the antlers are just massive, and then that could just be like unless it's the Men of Dunedain, right? Like, could that be a thing? Like like
the Rangers?
Numenor? Yeah, like Numenorean Rangers.
Yeah.
Like back in the fucking day.
I'm looking here. There's not like a lot that about this landscape that tells us, where they're at.
That's I'm trying to think. That's why like it kind of reminded me of the Shire, but like not. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, there is an area to the north, kind of where the Rangers would have been, and I'm trying to remember what it is.
Arnor?
It was a smaller area. Oh gosh, I can't think of the Ettenmoors. I don't know why, but I see this and I think of the Ettenmoors. Maybe because the War in the North, that game, it had a map in the Ettenmoors or near the Ettenmoors that looks similar to this, if my memory's right. But I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, we could be totally off base.
We're literally just guessing in the dark right here. All right, let me put this back to normal here. Speaking of shots in the dark, Legolas killed one of the Nazgul's Fell Beast in pitch black. I wish they.
When did he do that?
It was in the book. He didn't do it in the movie.
Oh, that's right, he did.
Yeah, man, it's so funny when people watch Lord of the Rings and they're like, "Man, Legolas is dope." And it's like there's a lot left out.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This I
we don't really know.
I'm lost on this.
I don't know what this is. This looks like berries, like or like acorns or something. Oh, this looks like a freaking like pecan right here. That's what that looks like. You got some kind of branch, like little
Looks
twig,
like a flower, like a
yeah,
whole flower or something.
and then yeah, something right here. I'm not really sure of either.
Totally lost on that. I don't even know. This scene does not feel like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I I don't know. This obviously she's gonna be important to the story because they're giving her a whole like 2-3 seconds of just like focus on her. So who knows?
I can feel it.
Maybe she's the narrator for this.
See, now this, I'm like not impressed. Like the waterfall looks a little too CGI. It looks like they pulled it straight from The Hobbit.
Yeah, that's oh god, that's another one of my fears is that they're
gonna do too much CGI
it's
like the
Hobbit.
reason why the Lord of the Rings was so good was because there was so little CGI. Like they were actually in New Zealand.
The
like
makeup,
all the
the
landscapes
makeup
were
artists on the Lord of the Rings set deserve so much credit.
real. Oh my god!
I do believe they were nominated for
I'm
like
pretty
an
sure
Oscar.
they won.
Or
I'm pretty sure they won a lot of awards. Like all 3 movies did.
What do you think this is? Misty Mountains.
I'm thinking Misty Mountains. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the Misty Mountains. Who knows where? Unless that's supposed to be near Moria, because I don't know if there's a river near Moria. But was there?
I believe so. Yeah.
So I mean that this could be near Moria, which would make sense, because Moria would have been in its prime, like at this point.
It could be.
I think
it could be the Gray Mountains, which I believe are north of Mirkwood.
Could be.
I think
it's. I feel like it could be something more. I guess elvish, because it seems like they're really focusing on elves in this trailer.
Yeah.
So it has to be somewhere near elves.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at a map after this and talk about it. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So we did establish this is Galadriel, or we're pretty sure this is Galadriel.
That makes the most. I think that's the actress, so it would make the most sense.
So this
and
star,
she's got the blonde hair. So
she's got the blonde hair. The stars make sense. The chainmail does not say elvish to me. Along with these
because
giant
I don't remember
gauntlets.
her being like a warrior. Like,
yeah,
because even when she went to go fight, like in The Hobbit, when she went to go fight, the what was it called? She went like Gandalf and
Elrond and
Sauron. And they fought Sauron basically. Like she didn't go in there with armor.
Mm-mm.
Like she went in there with her white robes. Like because she's so powerful, she doesn't need armor. Like that's the point of her. but like if that is Galadriel, you want to put armor on her. Like okay, I don't see it.
Scaling the mountain, obviously, and then okay. I don't even know what to make of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some dude's lost on sea. That's pretty much what we got for here. All right, bro catches the arrow.
BS on this so bad, so bad. Because if just elves can all of a sudden catch arrows, okay, why don't we see Legolas catch an arrow midair? Right? Why don't we see all the elves that fought in Helm's Deep catch an arrow midair, or in like
who knows?
Any of the battles with elves, you know?
Maybe this dude's just like top tier.
Maybe. Unless like that's like unless they're trying to make him to be like Celebrimbor, you know, where he's like this super powerful elf. I could see that.
I've heard rumors that Celebrimbor is gonna be in this series, but I'm also pretty sure that Celebrimbor is not like legit canon.
I know.
I think
he is. I think he is because I'm pretty sure he was mentioned in the books. I think it might have been. He was mentioned in one of the books for sure. It was like one line where he was mentioned. So I'm pretty sure he's canon because I'm pretty sure he's the one who made the rings.
It would be
I'm almost
the Cimmerillion. if he was mentioned.
No, I think like in one of the actual books. I'd have to look it up. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm almost positive Celebrimor's canon. Like the Shadow of War games aren't canon whatsoever. Like that's just, they went wherever they wanted with that.
Mhm.
But is he trying to save a dude? Is that what he's doing?
yeah,
Is
I
this
saw
dude
that
laying
as
there?
well. You got this
I
guy
just
here.
noticed that.
There appears to be a guy back here. And then look at this right here. What is that? Because it's not a tree. I'm not really sure.
No, it could either be something major or absolutely nothing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This dude is. I don't know. He's not dressed for battle. Maybe that's not his thing. Maybe he's just kind of like. Maybe he's like a Robin Hood. He's just out in the woods chilling. I don't know.
It could be. I don't know, man. It's who knows even where they're going to go with the story. So like we could be totally off base on all this.
Oh, 100%. Catches, draws. Okay. I don't know what that was that shot across the sky there.
The only theory I have is and stay with me. I don't know when, but I know all the wizards, right, were sent over from where was it? Was it the Undying Lands? That's where they were all from, right? Like Gandalf and them. So what if that's the wizards being sent over to Middle Earth? Right?
It could be.
It's super far-fetched, but that would make sense.
If that's the case, I am very interested to see who is cast as young Gandalf or younger Gandalf, or they may just like, well,
they
and
may
then
be old still.
They may just stay old, but then do you got Ian McKellen playing Gandalf?
I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think
exactly.
Unless they're keeping that super hidden.
If they keep that hidden, and that's that.
But
comes
I could depending on when they came to Middle Earth, and I think they came to Middle Earth right around the time Sauron came to power, or a little bit before that. So that could make sense if that's them being sent in for the first time.
Yep.
That would be cool because that means we get to see all the other wizards, because I think we only see 2 or 3 on screen with Saruman, and then Radagast,
the 2 blue wizards.
Yeah, and we know like nothing about them really.
Yeah, and as far as I know, like even like book wise, there's not a lot of information.
Yeah, there's no. Have no idea who that could be.
I don't know, man.
He obviously looks like an important elf.
Yeah. I didn't notice this. He's got some runes here. Inscribed across, but this, like you said, it doesn't look good. It doesn't.
It looks like it's like they molded one piece of plastic and painted it.
Yeah.
But
oh gosh. All right. Galadriel, we're pretty sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. If this is Galadriel, then why is she wearing armor? Right? Because it looks like Gondorian armor. Unless
it looks like Gondorian armor.
Woman from Gondor. Like that straight up looks like Gondorian armor. But unless it's people, it's elves from Lindon, and it's a totally different person.
Yeah,
which could also make sense.
Oh, hang on. Let's go back. Let's talk about this guy real quick. We both agree this dude looks pretty decent.
That guy looks like he could be a part of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, this chainmail looks like it's been beat up. The rag kind of looks like it's been worn down. Like he looks like he has been using and wearing this. Like it looks like, he didn't get a costume and just put it on. You know what I mean?
By far the best costume so far.
Yeah. Not a high bar.
Without a doubt. No, not a high bar.
All right. We got this creature. I don't know what this is. It's got some horns here, tusks, if you will, if you please. But as we both said, we're not too impressed with the CGI on that. Let's play it a little slower. Yep.
Like, I want to be able to watch Lord of the Rings and like believe that like that's real. Like the
Yeah.
Balrog like looked really good,
Oh, it looks so
and
good.
that doesn't even come close to like the Balrog.
Uh,
Like, so you know it could be done, but like this, it looks like some kind of like cave
like
troll.
yeah, I was
Maybe.
about to say like a frost troll, because this looks like ice caught in its fur
Yeah,
and its beard. So maybe there. Let's see if I
the
can get a
Yeti.
good.
It's the Abominable Snowman.
I'm trying to get a good freeze frame of this guy so we can get a better look at his stuff. Okay, that's probably the best we're gonna get. The chain extends all the way down into a skirt
I
there.
still think that might be mithril,
It might
which would be
be.
pretty cool. I mean, why are you gonna go? Why are you gonna go into battle with the like that thin chainmail if it's not mithril?
I mean,
Because it
unless he's
wouldn't be able
got
to
some
stop
more
anything.
underneath, and we just can't really
I-
make it out at
It,
this
it looks like
moment.
it's cloth underneath.
Yeah,
He's got arrows, which are cool. So maybe he's an elf.
and I mean, yeah, he might be an
Those
elf.
look like elven arrows. They don't look like man at all.
Hold up here. So yep, this looks like the same place that one elf was in. Looks completely elven. And we got all these people here.
Like the costumes there look really good. Like that look like you look at this scene, you feel Lord of the Rings. Like this is the
Yeah.
most Lord of the Rings scene out of the whole trailer.
Yeah. It's funny because to me, like, I see this and I think of Narnia.
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this looks like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Granted,
you look at a still shot like this, and you just show it to like a person, and they could probably guess Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
A lot of the other scenes you can't do that.
Also,
You
look
just
at this.
like, what the
Look
hell?
at this tree right here. It's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this looks Lord of the Rings. This is the best shot so far. But I will say this: we are completely zoomed out. You know, we don't have any detail on any of these elves.
And
right?
What I noticed too is that like those elves on the right side look like they have that same armor on from earlier with the blonde girl on the horse. So it makes me think that maybe if it's an elf, it's the same type of elf from the same place. Could be not.
Well, all these right here are kneeling. It looks like as well.
So it looks
these are all standing in observance.
Oh no, they are kneeling.
This one, yeah, he looks like he's
that guy
kneeling
looks like
right
he's
here.
kneeling. The other ones kind of look like they're sitting.
I think this is a knee right here. I'll probably zoom in on the footage, but
yeah, that one's really hard to tell.
It looks like these are all kneeling, and these are just kind of observing. And then I guess whoever here in the middle is conducting whatever ceremony. I guess this is. Continuing on.
Like
it's got to be a dwarf.
I would imagine. There's no way that's not a dwarf.
I don't know if it's just the freeze frame, but I don't know. The hair looks off.
Took a little off.
The hair.
Maybe CGI'd the hair.
It looks like they kind of CGI'd the hair, man. I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure that's Elrond.
This?
I think that's the that's. I'm pretty sure that's Elrond because I think that's the actor for Elrond. Because if that's Elrond, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Because
yeah,
that does not look like Elrond. Like, not even obviously different actor, but
I mean,
what
Elrond's
the heck is that armor?
Hair is so black. I don't remember
exactly.
I don't remember how he's described in the books, but like I would guess that the Peter Jackson movies kind of hold to that a little bit at least.
I'd imagine Peter Jackson.
I don't know.
Probably did a pretty good job on describing Elrond or showing Elrond. But let's just say if it is Elrond, right? What the hell is he wearing?
I don't know, because it's like, is this armor? Because it's all cloth. Maybe it's just like some kind of.
It looks like that's
wear.
like maybe
like,
but he wore robes. He either wore armor or robes. Like that's like, and then they go to
it's,
that.
It's definitely something different.
Maybe
But
he's
I'm
just
not gonna
trying to have a
lie.
party.
I kind of dig this part right here. I'm just not
I can't.
understanding.
No,
I'm just
I
not
can't understand
understanding. Oh, hang on. I did see a picture of this woman,
Yeah,
and
different one.
she's apparently a dwarf.
Are dwarf women?
Yeah.
That's
There
a
are dwarf
callback to
women.
the extended version of Two Towers.
I am curious what she's doing though. She's obviously like singing or praising or maybe magic.
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, from what I know, she is a dwarf.
Again, don't know who that is. Maybe Galadriel again.
Looks similar to Galadriel. Obviously
I
an
don't
elf.
think so.
But yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh! Hang on.
Now this scene looks kind of cool.
Is this man naked?
Yeah, he looks.
He looks naked. Is this?
I wonder if that's
lava?
could be like could be Mount Doom.
Could
that be Sauron? Oh, is it? No. The meteor. I wonder if the meteor that we saw earlier that I was saying that could be the wizards.
Oh.
I wonder if this dude's pulling the wizards out where they crash landed.
I don't know.
Would make sense.
I'm not sure if I'm on board with that theory.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna stick with that because if I'm right, I'm a legend and I call it.
I just remembered this series is called The Rings of Power.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's about the forming of the rings, right? So this could be Mount Doom or something similar.
I don't think that's Mount Doom. I guarantee I will put money down right now that these are the wizards that came to Middle Earth. Like whether that is Saruman, Gandalf, Radagast, whoever. I guarantee it's one of those guys. Maybe it's one of the blue wizards too. Who knows? But I guarantee that's who that is because that would make sense. They showed the meteor. Then this dude is suddenly in fire and he's not being burned.
Who knows, man? I'm
gonna call it.
If that's a theory or if that's the case, I'm
it could save the show for me.
It'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's kind of look at the second shot here. I'm not really sure what's going on because they're just in the middle.
I see one guy for sure.
Well, here's this guy that was doing the pulling out right here, and then this is the guy that was getting pulled out.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. Look, that looks like a crater to me. That looks like a crater. Well, there's also some birds or something to the right.
Yeah, this looks like trees, like Earth. So your crater theory.
My crater theory is coming to fruition.
It looks correct, but I don't know about the wizards. But I'm holding out hope.
They're doing that. Look, it's swirling fire. You're not going to tell me that a wizard can't swirl some fire? Okay, no.
All right. Okay.
That's a callback to Gimli. That's a dwarf king. Obviously.
Yeah, these are dwarfs. But look at this setting, like the lighting, the background, and how
like dwarves,
and how it's framed right there. And then look at this. It's the same setting.
Oh, I wonder if that's where they get the rings of power. And then there's a dwarf that's like, "Oh, how powerful could these be?" And then he cracks the rock.
Maybe, but you see, it's definitely the same place.
I think so. Yeah. So this has got to be where they're getting the rings, because if you remember in Fellowship, like when they were showing them all getting the rings, they were all around like a stone type of thing, and then they all pulled the rings off at the same time. So obviously, that could be that stone where they all got the rings power from. And then you have what? How many dwarves are right there? One.
Well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I believe is how many got
5, maybe
rings.
6.
Because I believe it was 9 men, 5 dwarfs, and 3 elves.
Yeah. So, could be. I think this is where they get the rings.
Okay.
That dude's doing some cool parkour. He's got a chain.
He's chained up too. Is this that elf that caught the arrow?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, hang on. What is this? Can't really tell. Yeah, I'm not really sure. We can't get a really good look. But yeah, I don't know. He's chained up. That's about all.
He's obviously trying to escape something.
I do think it is an elf though. Kind of looks like his ears are pointed.
Kind of, yeah. This shot looks pretty cool right here.
Yep.
I mean, the orcs look decent. I can't tell if they're CGI or not, so I guess that's a good sign.
How. Okay, I'm trying to get the most zoomed out picture here. Come back a little bit. I guess that's about as back as we're gonna get. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would assume that they have these guys right here at least be real. And then, like the masses would be CGI at least. Just because I think it would, just in terms of shooting, it would be much easier if these dudes were real. That way you actually had forces colliding and you could actually, what am I trying to say? But yeah, this dude, I think he's an elf, right?
It kind of looks like an elf, yeah. I can't imagine it being Gondor, unless if he's not, maybe he's Numenorian.
Maybe.
Because there's got to be something to do with Numenor, because I know some of the, like Numenor, Arnor, there's got to be rings of power that came from there. So maybe that's what these guys are, but they kind of look elf-ish. But at the same time, it's kind of not, because the armor style is not there for elf.
Yeah. And that's the other hard thing is like going back. So, however many years, it's like the armor styles could be drastically different, but you would expect them to still be somewhat of a same design, just, less advanced. I don't know. This just doesn't say elf to me here. I was trying to, while you were talking, I was looking at the shield, trying to see if I can't make out.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
see
not
anything,
sure.
really.
See,
that's a hobbit. That's a hobbit, bro.
Oh, that's
a hobbit hand.
Yeah,
and that's a wizard. Telling you.
Is this Gandalf?
I don't know if it's Gandalf. It probably is, but I'm telling you,
that's got to be a hobbit, though.
I think the meteor theory is accurate. I think that's how the wizards came to Middle Earth. Now, I don't know if it's explained in the books exactly how they came, but I'm pretty sure that's the right period that they came, and that would make the most sense to me.
Bro, September 2nd? Why? That's so far away.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Comments time.
What would you rate it? What would you rate?
Oh,
that?
5.
Yeah, I give it like a 4.5 because there's only like 2 scenes that reminded me of Lord of the Rings.
Because here's the thing.
It was where they were on, like, by the pond with all the elves, and then with the dwarves. That was it. Other than that, nothing feels like Lord of the Rings to me.
Here's the thing. Am I going to watch it? Absolutely.
100%. There's no
way. Am I going to enjoy
it?
I don't know. And that's how that trailer makes me feel. I'm going to watch it, but I don't know if I'll enjoy it. So I'm going to just split it with a 5.
I was expecting more from a trailer.
I was.
Not more like telling of the story, but like a better feel for Lord of the Rings from the trailer. But I didn't. Yeah. I just feel like I didn't get that.
Yep. Comments. Let's read some comments. It's easy to get a Lord of the Rings vibe because Tolkien's writings have a strong personality, but this gave a Narnia vibe. What did I say? I said Narnia.
Yeah.
If the music, costume, scenery, and people were all similar to the movies, it would be a 10 out of 10. But the cast for this looks washed and edited like a Jack Frost cartoon.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I get that.
It's gonna either be a masterpiece or complete train wreck, no middle ground.
Oh,
no,
100%.
100%.
Looks more like Narnia than Tolkien.
Yeah.
Will never be compared. They're the best. Yeah. You just
Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy was lightning in a bottle.
honestly,
Facts.
it's the way I don't know how they just did so well.
I like this comment. There are no words in tongue of elves, men's, or dwarves to express my disappointment.
I like that one.
I don't feel like people are taking this very well.
Doing backflips in his grave. Well, it's like the Gollum trailer, dude. You know, like, oh man, if first off, I'm not gonna play the Gollum game. Absolutely not. I am not gonna waste my money on it. If you said, hey, Gollum is free, guess what? I'm gonna have some free time because I'm not playing it. Yeah. So Gollum is gonna flop. This series could very possibly flop hard. And then
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna come down to the first episode of this series. Fans are gonna either love it or hate it, man. And it's either gonna make the $1 billion that they put in the show worth it, or it's gonna be the biggest flop in cinema history, which it's almost looking like it could be.
Which is exactly what Aiden Gray says, which is only 37 minutes ago. Imagine pouring $460 million into a legendary franchise and then approving something this bland as the world's first glimpse of it.
Oh my god.
God, dude. Oh.
Part sounded more like Narnia, as someone else has already stated.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting Narnia vibes.
Yeah, man. Like, it didn't feel like Lord of the Rings. Like, besides those two parts with the clear-cut elves and then the clear-cut dwarves, like, everything else, you're just wondering what the heck is going on here.
Apparently they fired their Tolkien consultant as well as an entire writing staff back in 2020, so already the chances of this being disappointing are high.
I hope that's not true, but
God, dude.
Don't let me down, Bezos. Don't let me down.
Evil can't create, it can only corrupt. Okay. Man. I was very optimistic with that initial trailer of them pouring the logo.
I was so hyped until I saw this.
And then this brought me down. Like if you were to give me a hype rating prior to seeing anything, I would have said 8 out of 10. You know, just because like
what I don't understand is why would they do that first trailer with absolutely no CGI, and then just have this trailer just full of the worst CGI possible. Like, look at that boat right there. Like, that boat looks awful. Like, go back to it. Like, looks awful. Like, and then you go up to there, and then this looks decent.
Well, let's take a look at these people on this bridge one more time. Well, it looks horrible.
Not good. They look like miniature figures.
Yep. Like this, like
they don't look proportional to human beings at all.
It doesn't look like he's really standing there. This guy or this guy.
No.
You know, it's
like they got the proportions wrong of like everything, like how big you would expect things to be, and like how big, like in relation to people. Because if that's the size of a person compared to a whole city, that's like a Minas Tirith. You know?
Yeah.
Like, so you're gonna tell me this is like a Minas Tirith sized city and a statue? Because I'm gonna call BS on that.
I don't know. I guess
Guess we'll have to wait for the next trailer.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Come back to Mav's channel. For the next trailer review.
Listen, we are not experts, okay? We have
we are experts.
We have a decent working knowledge, but we are not experts. So if we said something that is completely wrong and stupid,
we probably did.
You can put it in the comments nicely, okay?
Yeah.
nicely.
Leave it in the comments. Let us know that we're dumb. It's all good. We appreciate all points of view here because we
Yeah.
thought this trailer was lacking.
Let us know what you think.
Maybe you love this trailer.
Do you agree?
Maybe you don't.
Does
Do you
this look
agree?
like Narnia?
Yeah, that's the question. Does this look like Narnia to you? And if it does,
Oh man.
then we agree.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see y'all next time with the next trailer review. Oh man. Any last words you want to say, Logan?
I am disappointed.
Me too. Oh, me too.